Personally happy that
welcome everybody. So we basically got caught here. We were gonna run our music.
Hold up, we gotta run the intro. Let's run the intro first.
Wait, I did this for a reason.
Boom. Yeah, shout out the priest in the chat. Bumps and bruises, we like the fuses. Grab a seat and hear what the news is. Don't confuse us, you know the name. We the best and the brightest in this podcast game. Derek Marcos and Drizzen with the hot takes and recaps. Hit us in the chat, we welcome all feedback. Turn it up, cause we giving them hell. We the best in the business, now ring the bell.
Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
Man, now we can
okay, now welcome everybody to another action-packed episode of Bumps and Bruises podcast. I am Marcos, and we're seem to be joined by everybody and their mother here today.
The most action of packs.
Yeah, it's at a point that we are actually the ones watching this pod. There's 5 of us, and there's about 5 to 6 people watching the pod right now. This is actually us. But you know what? The week this week, I like to give Rand the scene fumble of the week for mishandling the music there. But no, all jokes aside, we're joined by all the hosts. Everybody, let's go down the line. Everybody, say what's up.
All right, fearless leaders, you kick us off.
All right, well, I'm Derek, this guy right here, tall belt guy, all that good stuff. Who's
as in your belts are tall or you're tall with belts?
I'm tall with belts, but the belts can be tall too if they want to be.
If you stack them up.
If you stack them up on top of each other, they probably reach my height.
Okay. joined always by our third member of the 6-man tag, Drizzen. Hello, Drizzen. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, hello. I've been in much better situations. Every now and then my voice might cut in and out. I am as fresh can be off of surgery about 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago at this point.
Okay. My man is living his life, and of course, the Grammy nominated, the phenomenal, the talented, wonderful friend of the pod, and the one that rounds out the four horsemen, Megaran. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I am doing well. It's Mania season, y'all. So
Is
tis the season. So
Tis the season.
We got a big crowd. We got a lot to talk about.
Yep. So we're also joined by a run-in this week, the man that loves to cover half of his face if he just moves over a little bit.
Oh, you gotta.
We got the legend, the man that's known on the powerlifting circuit.
There you go. Perfect.
Other than his OnlyFans, Corey. Tell your people, tell everybody who you are and what you do, friend.
So my name is Corey. I'm friends with Shane for 20-something years, but I'm also a competitive powerlifter, getting ready for powerlifting nationals in 6 weeks in Corpus Christi, where I'm hoping to go to IPF Worlds to represent the United States. So look for me. My Instagram is @myswolecalledlife. Feel free to follow. Other than that, I'm the most casual of casual fans these days. So most of my information I either get from YouTube clips, Reddit clips, or in a group chat with these guys.
Awesome. All right. So as we do every week, I was not here last week, but you guys put on a great show. Let's talk about Graps. So anything happened on Friday? Anything that I missed? What's going on? Did somebody come out with an infectious music? Or wait, did he even play Pat McAfee's music last week? Like I felt like that was I felt like that was the most serious, most focused on thing. Did that happen in the beginning of the show and the end of the show? Because I had to rewatch it so many times to get all the nuances of that amazing, according to TKO.
What a shocking revelation.
Groundbreaking moment. We brought in the guy that is interwoven in 7 different contracts with us as a conglomerate. So before everybody craps on this Pat McAfee thing, one thing that me and Derek were talking about, that I'm like, what? That it felt like it obvious. It's like if at the end of the movie that has a huge conflict and they just go, yeah, we cool now, and then it ends credits, was the MFT versus the Wyatt Six. What is going on there? Like, I saw that Tama's now the advocate for the Wyatt Six. Like, and then it's like, cool, here it is. Just leave us alone, brother. Like,
not just leave us alone.
I don't understand.
Are we getting MFT implosion? Like, is this something that we needed? Like, I felt like they haven't been together long enough for me to care. And why is this only happening with Tama and Solo? Where's the rest of the group? Are they like on vacation leave? Or are they handling somebody getting the dry cleaning, pulling up the car? What is going on? Somebody help me here. Like,
well, in terms of the MFT, they're the only ones that the crowd cares about.
Okay.
Because Solo, his bloodline continuation, he's still working on it now. And Tama goes, yeah. So that's the only thing anybody cares about.
Which he hasn't even done in like months, hasn't he?
No, but they still keep showing it. And it's like, okay, that was like a fun gimmick, but now he's not a fun guy, so he doesn't do that anymore. So now he has to chase a plastic lantern.
And
it's done, right? Like, this ain't no, like, this better
this
not
is never over. This is never over.
No, but it's like, where are they gonna go? Is Tama, like, I thought the dumbest thing, is Tama gonna end up with Alter Ego and be part of the Wyatt Six? Like,
I don't know, but how about the fact that in all of this, with that match on Friday, they didn't do Uncle Howdy's entrance, which is like one of the
the
biggest
best
part of them.
Wait, they had him in the ring after the commercial break?
Yes, sir.
Oof, that does not.
Wow.
That does not
That's
signal. That means a repackage is on the way.
Oh, wow. I mean, they did it. That means they
I-
maybe did it off air, but still, that's weird.
That sounds like releases might be on the way, is what it sounds like.
Terrible.
Nah, I think.
Well,
That,
I
that
mean, it wouldn't be crazy because we got some notion come Monday, leap ahead of time, that we might need to lower the ticket prices, and to do that, we might have to cut some people.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
We got to make up our buck somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like, this is like, if we get some sort of match out of this gimmick or this storyline, it is going to be probably by far the worst put together match build that I've ever seen. Like, there's no motivation on either side. It's kind of like if I just said, "Hey, everybody, thanks for watching right now," and then we just all stare at the camera and then we hit the bumps and bruise. It's like it didn't make sense. And like, the only reason I talk about it, because it's like, this is airtime. Like, there's a whole tag team division that they could talk about that is not being done. Like, at least they got the tag team belts out of there. But it's like,
it's a point I made this morning in a group that I talking frequently of I noticed that this product isn't for me anymore, in the sense of like, Mania was the one season for, there was like a 6-month buildup, a 4-month buildup, a 3-month buildup, and that is seemingly gone now. And they seem to just be shoehorning as many quote unquote celebrities in as much as possible to get different demographics to tune in. So like, I Show Speed, that's touching the demographic. Pat McAfee, that's touching the demographic. And they're hoping that that's going to entice people to spend money and show up at Mania. But I don't see the correlation personally. Like, I know Shane is going to say, we'll get to McAfee in a second. McAfee, as Punk called him last night, which was fantastic, let me tell you. But I don't see Pat McAfee on TV and a whale going, McAfee's in the main event, sold. I'm buying a ticket tomorrow and I'm going to Vegas. And that's one of those ones, if you happen to be in Vegas already, I might pull up, but I don't see enough people showing up to watch McAfee that they're going to drop the coin that they need to get to Mania to watch the program.
But wait, McAfee, again, like I think he's an add-on, like the Kill Tony tour. It's like they did it. Didn't they cancel it last year because they had poor ticket sales?
Yep.
And then
the Rose, I think they canceled the last second because the ticket sale was so poor.
And then they shoehorn him again like 2 weeks before the event. It's like, this man either has the worst agent, and or they need to give him a better timeline. I don't know his comedy that well, except the jokes that he had. But like,
oh, you're talking about Tony Hinchcliffe is who you're talking about.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah, Kill Tony.
Yeah.
So, and also, do we get saved from Jelly Roll this week? Is this why Pat McAfee was there? Because Jelly Roll was busy?
Well, Jelly Roll's in WrestleMania?
They haven't announced him yet.
There's a list of people.
Yeah.
They had a different substitute for Jelly Roll, and because, as you said, we've got to appeal to all the demographics. I Show Speed gets them young kids,
the Zoomers
that love to watch all their internet things, and then we get Pat McAfee. And my counter to your whale, it's not the whale that's going to buy the ticket.
Yeah.
It's the whale's kid. That's that bro down at Duke, and his like 6 boys. That's going to go, hey, Dad, I need you to kick me 50 G's so my boys and I can go to Mania. We weren't going to go, but now Pat's going to be there.
50 G's is nutty.
But how many people do you see doing that?
Hold on.
It's like
no.
Now,
but
can I
if
ask
5 do it, then it's 5 that didn't do it yesterday.
So can I ask a question? The lack of Jelly Roll being there and being there we're less than 2 weeks away, do you think they saw the engagement on it and the fan reaction and they quietly dropped the angle? Because there was no reference of it this week.
But
I feel
We
like
got-
McAfee got
we
more of a
gotta
backlash
run it
than
back
Jelly
though.
Roll.
That's a busy
gotta run it
guy,
back,
you
though.
know.
Because Jelly Roll wasn't there, so we got Lil Yachty.
which
Right.
added
Lil Yachty's
no.
in it?
They're just
No.
they're
He
literally
came-
filling in any celebrity that
But
wants to.
You know
back
what?
up.
You know what? Little Yachty's segment with Trick Williams made it more entertaining. It kind of low key made me like want to watch the Sammy Trick Williams thing because so Little Yachty is not going to participate. I think he was there just because they're at a point that they're like, you know what, we need eyes on the product, and I don't even think it's a let's push ticket sales. I think it's let's create individual hits on content. And I think like I forgot like one of the social media black websites that I watch all the time picked up the Little Yachty thing, and like I don't think he's gonna be at Mania. I don't think he's gonna be a part of it. I think Little Yachty's such a huge fan that he's like, oh, they want me to get on a live mic and interact with somebody that I'm really cool with. Let's do it. And it was organic. Like didn't he? All jokes aside, he was a hit more than McAfee because I'm like, first of all, dog, your ring debut happened on NXT 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
That they didn't make a big deal out of it now, and then now you are all of a sudden a CEO expert about the ticket, and so before we go down that whole thing, why did everybody shoot on TKO for the last like 5 days? Why is everybody like, is TKO, are they going to have a guy representing TKO as the main villain now?
I think
I was actually about to
do
say,
it.
are they about to do the evil villain?
They're about to do it.
That?
We need.
What was the ECW angle? Cyrus the Virus?
Yeah.
Who's the CEO? Who's going to be the representative for the network?
It's going to be an anonymous GM or something.
No, I guarantee. I'll put money up right now that they're going to wheel The Rock out, and he's going to be the CEO. He's going to be the representative for TKO.
But so then, where is that going to lead? Because, like, literally, I think a lot of these rumors and a lot of these leaks are finally reaching out because the Paul Levesque is like, yo, man, like I have nothing to do with this. You think I'm sitting in the back going, oh, let's get Pat McAfee?
I don't know, but
It'll be good for business.
I just dropped the revised Mania poster in the chat.
There's a revised one now.
Oh.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it.
You're talking about how they're having.
They have McAfee front and center.
Yeah. So it's
Oh.
I've seen this one.
Oh,
So
this isn't real with all the celebrities on it.
It's
But
fake.
these are all the celebrities that are gonna be there.
And that's not real.
Because even Tom Brady has said something about wrestling recently.
Huh?
Bro, I think
Brady and Logan Paul have been going back and forth for months about.
So Tom Brady's going to interfere in that match. He's going to interfere in that match.
But Lil
You know what
Yachty is gonna be there. He's probably gonna be in Trick's entrance.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. As much shit as I'm just throwing and shade that I'm throwing at all of this, if the counter to ISO Speed is Tom Brady, I'm for it. But how weak does that make the Usos and LA Knight?
Right.
no. First of all, if we get, did anybody see how dejected the Usos were? Like if they were told last week before they came out, because I'm pretty sure that they knew they were going to drop the titles, but then that their follow-up match at Mania is a shoehorn three-man tag.
Are we doing this? Why?
If they didn't know when the match started that they were going to lose, then there's a lot of questions.
No, like Jay looked irritated. Like you notice, none of them got on the mic, and Jay was like in the back like this.
He looked like
an
I
angry,
could be
like,
so many better places right now.
Yeah, like he was like thinking about what he wanted to do next year.
Yeah.
He's like,
he was like this.
Where are we going?
Normally he's like no, he was like this.
So I'm gonna peek into the chat here for a second. And Priest says, but then The Rock has to publicly defend raising all those ticket prices, except for the Rock
that gets
comes
them
out.
booed.
But Rock comes out and he says, you know what, CM Punk? For all the other crap you want to talk, there's one thing that I agree with. We're lowering ticket prices. CM Punk goes up, The Rock goes up, and FTKO.
So
then
He has to be TKO though. He has to be the man.
yeah, he has to be the one shilling for the higher ticket.
So he has to be like, it's best for business. You guys don't know what's best for business. And
Honestly, if you want to go full heel, he'll just make stop being poor.
or do you think? Or
There you go.
Do you think this is? Do you think this is like? And I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. But I'm just gonna put it out there. Do you think somewhere Triple H is like, nah, this is bullshit. Motherfuckers think
He
that,
has to be.
he's like, no, this. He's like, people think that I'm out here making these hard line decisions. And then he's like, all right, cool. You want I show speed? Yeah, but I'm gonna let Punk have a hot mic and be like, yeah, TKO sucks. And then if they hit me in the morning, he's gonna be like, hey man, I'm just riding wrestling, baby. You know how
Like,
CM
man.
Punk is.
You know how Phil gets, he's a hothead, but look at those ratings.
But
There is no
because it's
way.
like, if you think about it, like, because now I feel like CM Punk is a Triple H guy. Am I wrong on that? Like, I feel like this year, this version of him is somebody that respects Triple H, like who he is and who he is backstage. Or she wouldn't want to work with him.
Well, but you just said yourself that Triple H is not making the final decisions here. So,
No, but which means that the two guys that went off script, quote unquote, are Cody, which Triple H was
Yeah.
instrumental to come back, and CM Punk, which these are two guys that are untouchable, that they could be like, oh, well,
Yes.
Cody already has heat with TKO from
I said it
going
in
off
the
script.
chat. I hate to say it on and publicly, but only because it's public knowledge. I saw on Reddit that Billy Gunn and Road Dogg were doing a signing, and Billy Gunn kind of made a joke like, "Oh, you can get Triple H to sign this after he gets fired after Mania," and and people are looking like, "Hey, yo," and
But like,
I don't know how many of you watch the UFC, but I kind of liken Triple H now to what Dana White is, where Dana White doesn't know contract negotiations. Dana White doesn't put fights together. He's a figurehead.
Right.
And
But Dana
slowly
White-
but surely, Triple
Dana-
H is going to be wheeled out as the face of the company. But I feel like his day-to-day, his role is going to be less and less and less.
But UFC,
Yeah, I can see that.
UFC is a little bit different because they have, and I might offend people, that's a legitimate sport that's uncontrolled, right? In terms of the outcome. So like putting the fighters that was more of Dana White putting together fights that he feels he'll make some money and people that he likes. We
I
realized
guess-
over the years, but Triple H, he has to book a script. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guess my counter to that is like Dana had to book a card. And back in the day, he would book fights that the fans essentially wanted to see. And he also kind of booked within the top 10 or the top 15. Like the best fighters fought each other.
Yeah.
Whereas it feels like the more I watch WWE on the off times of that catch, it doesn't seem like there's any coherent storylines these days as to like, so why do these two people, why do they have animosity for one another? It's just like, so this guy's fighting this guy. And it's just like, okay, cool. But why?
Like,
I think I disagree there. I think everything you just described is AEW. WWE still does a decent job of saying this is why this guy is in a match with this guy. Be it just as little as I Show Speed accidentally hit LA Knight. And then it got to the point that caused the Usos to lose. So now LA Knight and the Usos are both pissed at I Show Speed. And then Logan Paul says, they're going to kick your ass. You have to come with us.
so
Yeah,
Derek,
He's like, I guess.
but it's still very rushed. But yeah, it is. It does include a reason for the fight. And yes, the UFC was more like the two best dudes are gonna scrap it out, and that's a lot of what AEW is. And I think now with just the time running out on this Mania build, they are at least trying to make it personal. And I think I got a text from one of my homies who watches. He's much more casual than all of us. But he was like, we got more like work shoot angles happening in this Mania than like in history.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, think about it. You got so many where it's like, oh man, that looks personal. The women's matches look personal. The main title matches look personal. Like everything's like a little blurred, which is interesting for casual fans. I will say that.
Okay, and I want Derek to chime in here. Does it feel like CM Punk and Cody Rhodes as champions have an issue with the current corporate structure more than they do with the individual that's going to be in front of them in the ring?
And if so, then that's a problem. But yes, I do see that.
Like Cody cut the best promo he had on an unseen TKO board. It's like, what?
No, you're
like open right. Complaint. Like
Disco Inferno out here catching strays now.
Right.
I mean, I say yeah. I mean, I feel like it makes for good TV. Punk doing it is, that's Punk. Yeah. Cody doing it with the Cody that we know now, it's a little different, but I mean, it's good TV. So,
like, is this and again, this is speculation. I'm pretty sure everybody here, for the majority, can text somebody that could find out, like, hey, what's really going on? Yeah. Like, it feels like it's
probably not.
Well, but it's like it's disjointed. Like Cody said it himself, it's like we're supposed to.
How much of this is the show, though? How much of this is the show? Like, what?
But that's where it gets weird. That's where it gets weird. It's
if I'm just saying, if any of us texted anybody that was there, they would say, "Watch the show."
Yeah,
that's what they would say. They're not gonna be like, "Yo, it's complete madness back here, dog. We all about to quit." Like, no one's gonna.
We do have a couple that'll go, I don't know. ...
They're gonna say, "Watch the show."
Yeah, but it's also like one of those things. It's like what Cody did, and I get it. CM Punk, like, thematically and his history, it makes sense what he said. Like, we even called it. Oh, it's a Mike. What is it? The Pipe Bomb 2.0 or 3.0. Yeah. But Cody doing it, it was like, yo, who pissed Cody off? Or like what? He literally just. It's like if in the middle of an Avengers movie, Captain America turns to the audience and says, "Ain't no way we gonna beat this guy. This is stupid. Why are we even fighting?"
You said Captain America does an aside.
Just looking like, you see this? This is bull.
That's what Cody said. Cody said, "I have nothing to do with the ticket prices." It's like, I feel like that's a true villain. That should be the end of. They should have a guy dress up as Mania ticket prices come out and just in a black mask, because Triple H loves black mask, or TKO, and just jump everybody and then be revealed to be The Rock or something. Because it's like if somebody, like what happened there, it felt like almost like a work email chain in which somebody said, "Per my last email."
Yeah.
Like Cody came out and said, "Nah. Yeah. Nah, bro, it has nothing to do with me. The numbers is down because y'all suck. And then you bring in this guy that's not even a wrestler, has nothing to do with me. What are you going to do? Fire me? I already left and showed that I can make the company succeed elsewhere." It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, people there are like, hold up. What is going on? I'm just trying to get to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This feels very... Sorry, this feels very WCW at the end. Yes. And not in a good way.
Yeah,
not in a good way, where every other person would come to the mic and be like, "This is why this show sucks." And you're like, "Wait, I'm watching? What do you mean?"
I mean, historically, because we got that exact same thing as TNA started to fall.
Yeah. Like that became the thing where it's like, let's go publicly, work, shoot, go on out and say what you feel, man. But like they start using it too much. And now to the point where both main events are entangled in this is a little too much, man.
Like dog, I had to rewatch the Pat McAfee segment because I'm like, what is CM Punk's problem with Pat McAfee? Did CM Punk, did Pat call him a bitch or something? Like, what is going on?
Listen,
he said the company sucks, and so Punk took it personally. Bro. He took it personally. He's Michael Jordan. He said, and I took that personally.
But you know what? As somebody that came back and was like, "Hey, I owned up to the shit that I said before," but I'm back here now. For him to stand up and say, I became the face of the company, to do that, I give that man his flowers. That's a big thing to do.
But like,
Yeah.
it was funny. Like dog, it's like people catching strays. It's like you said, WCW. Like every other promo, it was like, and that's why Hogan is a piece of shit in the back. And Hogan's like, wow,
you're like, what?
Shit, bro.
Didn't they have? It was something like that. They started saying stuff like creative control, like on air. You're like, what are y'all talking about?
And then Hogan in the back, like, I got a good agent. Like, don't talk to me about this. Like, I'm a shitty person, but I signed the contract that I wanted. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like,
he got that Kirk Cousins agent.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They had a tag team. Do you remember the same dudes from DOA? They were literally called Creative Control.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Circling back to two things. So I'm kind of curious of what you guys think about the whole Punk calling Pat McAfee, which is a blatant shot over the bow.
Hold on.
Especially with the way how, in my opinion, that this product is in lockstep with the current administration. I wonder, like, that's the first thing I've ever heard them say that was like political and pointed, and you know who I'm talking about, and you know what I'm talking about.
So can we address the fact that the wrestling media that's out there that covered and even showed the clip said CM Punk is calling out Pat McAfee, did not address what Punk said literally. It's just like, oh, he called Pat McAfee this. Like, he's telling him to call his agent.
I hate to answer a question with a question. So to go back to what you said, even WWE, when they showed it, they started from the moment after he said Pat McAfee. I don't even know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I did.
They wait right until after that to start his clip. Oh, CM Punk goes off. And they didn't even put that in it. So Punk is a genius. This is why I say he is number one or two on the mic of all time.
He's the greatest on the mic.
He's the greatest on the mic. I cannot argue that. And I clearly believe he came in there with a promo and said, oh, I'm going to Freudian slip this. I'm going to put this in, but to the point where I can go back and be like, oh shit, I said that. You know what I mean? Like, he knew exactly what he's doing. Like, he's so good that he knew exactly where he wanted to get, and he got that off to the point where, like, people will pick it up later, but in the moment they let it go. Like, they're like, this is great. Then they watch it again, like, wait a minute.
And to Marcus's point, Punk is very much a company man this time around. To the point where he's the face of the company. He goes to Saudi Arabia. He does all the dog and pony shows and stuff. But like, if you look at CM Punk's personal like social media account, he's at ICE gather. He's at the anti-ICE rallies. He's out there with the public for LGBTQ rights and things of that nature. And he's not as open about it as he was in AEW, where he wore like different T-shirts, trans rights of everybody's rights, and Oh,
we talked about that. That's because AEW
but women's rights.
No.
But wait, hold on.
Sorry.
But go ahead. But hold on. Going back now that you guys touch on this. When you guys said, "Oh, Phil's not allowed to say that," yesterday he proved that he can say whatever the hell he wants.
Because, like Brand said, he's bulletproof. What are you going to do? You gonna fucking fire him?
He added in the reasonable doubt.
Yeah, he added in that. Oh man, I said MAGA. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
He didn't say this MAGA piece of shit. Like, he didn't say that.
Which if he was in AEW, he would have.
He probably would have. Yeah, he was smart about it to the point where he could argue, oh, that was a slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. I just, it's just in the moment.
And it's also like, to me, if Pat has to quote unquote address it, that opens a whole can of worms that you can't.
I don't think if he's smart,
he will not.
You have to let that one go.
You gotta let it go.
And you got me, and I can't say shit.
Like this goes back to the Drewski thing. Remember when Drewski got in trouble for his viral video?
Yeah.
If that person really wanted this to go away, she would have shut up and not said anything about it. Yeah. But she didn't. And somebody said is that she loves the publicity as well. She likes to be in.
Yeah.
So
Drewski in his reply was just like, if you think this is you, this is a tell on you. This isn't on me.
Right.
You saw yourself in this.
I'm mocking real things that I saw. So if you feel
Right.
offended, then maybe that's
and that's the whole
doing.
thing. If Pat on Friday goes, fuck CM Punk for saying that I'm MAGA-fee, and he'd be like,
well,
I mean, sure, man, like you just told it yourself.
Yeah.
You know what, too? Probably the only person in the company that's more bulletproof than Cody, more bulletproof than Punk, more bulletproof than Reigns is oddly Pat McAfee.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
But
he's openly
that's a
said
powerful
that
man.
He's openly said that so many times they told him, don't say this when you're on commentary. And he's like, so then I said it.
I feel like the difference in this is they really don't want to get into the whole like our politics are this, and if he addresses it straight up, it's a self-tell, and it kind of lets you know like where the company's aligned.
Yeah.
Also,
and I don't
has
think
there been a faster fall recently than like maybe Elon Musk with the fall that Pat McAfee has had from Grace? Like he was the man. Everybody wanted Pat. And then they're like, get this man off our television. I can't stand him anymore.
Wait, what do you mean? Are you talking about this wrestling this week or just in general?
I'm talking about on the whole. Like people are like,
does his show not get ratings? Does he not get ratings?
His show still pulls ratings. But there's a whole
what is the whole thing about that they're saying that his show's up for renegotiation this summer, and this has to do as to why he's
Netflix apparently is a front runner for his show.
Netflix is trying to get the show.
Okay.
Which, if you ask the Breakfast Club, that's the worst idea you could ever have.
Except for when your manager is Ari Emanuel, who has just negotiated a multi-billion-dollar deal for the WWE on Netflix.
Oh yeah, he knows how to get money. So that's the thing. Like going back to why the Breakfast Club is probably upset with it, you lose that connection with culture the moment you can't have a YouTube comment section. So now you're not getting that. But in exchange for that, you get a boatload of money from Netflix. So it's a swap off, but you're losing that connection with the culture.
Like for me, speaking for me and Shane, I don't know if Shane agrees with. Like for me, when Pat was on YouTube, when he had a YouTube show, that was like appointment TV for me because he wasn't such a dude bro and he wasn't so MAGA coded and things of that nature. He was just like a dude talking about sports, and he was funny and he was relatable. But as soon as he went to ESPN, he became the antithesis of everything he was when he was on YouTube. He just became this insufferable, whiny asshole.
Can I ask you guys something? Because I don't follow his show like everybody else.
Sure.
Has he come up and said I endorse this guy, or is it kind of an implied thing? Because I think if he addresses it and he puts it out there, I think he alienates his bros. Not for the reasons that you think, for the reason as these guys are like, man, I deal with all this division on every side of my life. I just want to come here to talk about sports. I don't care about people's where they come from, their politics or anything. And then once you do that, I think there's a line that you can't back out of. Once you start saying that this is what I support,
right?
Then
that's
it's
why
like,
he won't do it. They won't.
Ooh.
Although he won't touch it. Yeah.
The show before was very much like that. You came there, you talked about sports, and you told dick and fart jokes for like 3 hours. Whereas, in my opinion, and Shane probably watches or watched as regularly as I did, as soon as you went to ESPN, you started to see the shift in the other direction, where like it was never fully stated that he was MAGA, but the show became very MAGA coded, in my opinion.
So I agree and disagree. I think overall the show is very similar to what it was, but I think because with the combination of the show was the College Game Day. He's now the face of College Game Day and everything else, along with being one of the faces of WWE in the forefront. And then oh, I'm going to pop up in a TV show. I'm going to pop up with a small role in a movie. So more and more, we start to see these little spots that he pops up more. And I think what happened was all that stuff that the politics side that kind of were hidden away started to come out. And we're talking about a redneck dude from West Virginia. It's not hard to guess where he lies politically, but it's the first time that kind of crack in the armor started to show. And when that started to show, it made a lot of the people like us feel like, you know what, this dude felt like he was one of us, but I'm not sure if he is. And that's including me, a middle-aged white dude, but he's
I get it.
He's not that same.
He
doesn't have that feel that he's one of us anymore.
So Derek, you're on the pulse. You're on the pulse in terms of fandom and everything. Like Corey's a self-admitted casual watcher. You're a full-time fan that I want to say is less jaded than me, Shane, and Ran at a certain time. Do you feel like we have too many outside factors affecting this Mania card that has gotten away from, like, I think honestly, and Derek, you might be able to agree with me, the only pure wrestling match that to me for wrestling logic makes sense is the match that they tripled down on last night, which is the Oba and the Brock Lesnar match. Everything else feels like there's so many outside forces that are affecting it that it's not even wrestling.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree with you. It's way, I feel like since I've been able to watch WrestleMania, you know what I'm saying? Once we got the WWE Network and all that type of stuff, like you might have a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? You might have that one person that comes back for WrestleMania outside of the Undertaker because you know that was his thing, you know, for the longest time. I feel like it was definitely, you know, sprinkled in. You know what I'm saying, with the big people that were added into the thing, into WrestleMania. I feel like now they're throwing everybody, but like I said before, like I feel like it's all ticket sales. I feel like this Mania setup, it sucks. Like I can't lie, man. It's not the greatest.
So like, let me ask you this, Derek.
Yeah.
If you had to go to a friend and say, hey, man, you should come over and watch Mania with me this year, how are you selling this to them?
How do I sell it?
Like, this is worth sell this to me. Like as a casual fan.
Got you.
And I will be watching because I want to see Oba and Brock.
Exactly.
But if I was on the outside looking in and you had to sell this to me, how are you selling this to me? As in, like, you should watch every second on both nights of Mania this year. Sell this to me.
The way I'm gonna sell it, and hopefully they're on 2 different nights because that'll probably make it a little better. I'm definitely selling Oba. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you know that we gonna finally get our get back. You know, in my heart, we're gonna get our get back for all the losses that we've had to take to this redneck boy. You know what I'm saying?
Pat McAfee?
Hold on. Does Oba's popularity in this match, does that move it to main event and have Cody open the show?
I actually saw the poster. The first hour of night 1 is on ESPN, and the opening match is Oba versus Brock.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm here for that. If that's the case, like, that's great.
Yeah, like, you know, Brock wants to leave early. Brock is first.
Look, you know he wants to start or finish.
Marcos's point, though, there has been a lot of chatter that match might end up being main event now.
Because they said the word main event.
Well, they said that about all the matches.
But
they're all main events.
Every match on the card is the main
WrestleMania
event.
Is the main event.
Yeah. If you're on the show, you're a main event.
Can we talk about how Stephanie Vaquer had made me care about her more as a champion these last month than her entire run?
Is it the last month or the last 24 hours?
Even more than that, like, them beating each other down, like, I did not expect me to get like a sense of brutality in this match. Like, to me, I was just like, oh, this is a means to end. Liv is gonna get the belt back because WWE needs their star girl to be the it girl again. But now I don't know anymore.
Y'all remember the time when Liv couldn't win a belt to save her life?
Yep.
Jussie Liv's forehead after last night.
Listen,
Yeah.
and Roxanne's.
The
It's
lump
nasty.
is crazy.
So
Yeah, they
what happened?
smacked together.
What
It looks like you want to touch it and like.
right.
you wanna
So
touch
what?
it.
They got thrown into each other or something last night?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Stephanie
they
hit-
were-
hey,
if you listen,
heads.
you can
They
hear
were
the
head to
heads
head.
crack.
Stephanie just came in, whop, and next thing you know, she went bonk to Roxanne, and
And then
yeah, they
Roxanne,
both
it
got
looked like she hit her head on the
clobbered.
floor.
I'm
That's
amazed there was
that's
not
like
a
a
concussion right
concussion.
there.
I
First
feel
of-
like there was a concussion, but maybe there wasn't.
But
That was crazy.
I feel like Stephanie Vicaire is making the most of what they feel is like her limited language skills. Her emotion is there, her promos are there. Whoever suggested these pre-recorded bilingual promos, they're stirring the fire because she says what she needs to say there, and then when she comes out, it's just action.
It's just action. Yeah, it's like no more words. Let me just come through and give you this work. They're doing a great job, and I think all of them. This happens kind of every Mania where people start feeling like, oh, our match is going to be forgotten. Oh, okay, y'all just looking at the main event. Let's go out there and burn it down. So I do think that there is a possibility that they're all going to come out with kind of a chip on their shoulder. And like I looked at night 1 versus 2 and was like, night 1 looks kind of mid compared.
Do we have it? Is it split now? Like, do we know?
No,
what's
they
on
have
that
yet
one?
to say anything.
It's
And
been
I
announced. They
I
announced it
saw
this
a-
morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
announced this morning. They haven't split this
Okay.
morning.
I need
They
to see
announced
that.
it. We should show the people if we could possibly break.
So-
Put that on the screen.
I think
working on
every as poor as the selling of this event has, the only match that I'm 100% not interested in is the 6-man tag.
Bro, like why? Like,
Because
these matches
two-
don't make sense.
Bro, the Usos don't look like they want to be on the card. Like
At
LA
all.
Knight looked like he just found out how much he's getting paid for that match, and he's like, "Yes, let's sell this, baby."
Well,
Like, go back and look at the footage when LA Knight is talking. Jey Uso is like this. He looks like he's angry, but not because of the match, because he has to stand in the ring, and Jimmy's just like Jimmy will make anything work. He's like, Jay's like, I was in a one-on-one match for the belt last year, getting
I'm
ready
about to
to
say,
have
if you're
the
Jey
biggest
Uso-
moment in my life to the Snooki match.
Yeah, if you're Jey Uso, you went from I won a title last year at Mania, then I'm essentially the bathroom break match at Mania this year.
First of all,
yeah.
if he turns heel at Mania, that is going to be the grossest misuse of a heel turn ever because nobody's going to care.
No,
Sure.
They're going to be like,
No one
you
will
should have turned heel because I would have been mad that you were cool with this match. Like,
Right. 'Cause
like-
they might have the graphics. We can show them.
I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
So-
Bro, like I don't understand any of these matches because why? Even with the IC ladder match, why do we add Ray? I love
I don't
Ray.
know.
I
I don't know.
Ray.
That came out of left field.
when did he get added? By I saw us blurred
Last
by.
night.
When did he get added?
Last
Last
night.
night. Last night.
You
Last
know
night.
what probably happened? You know what
Just like,
probably
hey, I'm
happened?
here.
You know what probably happened? Like 2 weeks ago, Ray got cleared. Triple H is like, "Hey, Ray, I got this match." And Ray said, "Get off my phone." And he was like, "All right, brother, I'll talk to you later." Hey, Gunther, you got Seth. You got Seth. Because what's gonna happen is I'm almost certain, and it's like this is gonna be another misuse of talent, is that Gunther's gonna beat Seth with interference from Braun Breaker, and then Gunther's gonna be like, "You owe me," and he's gonna end up being part of the Vision, which is gonna be stupid.
So, like, let me ask this because.
I don't like
Do you think that Gunther is being misused, especially like on the high that he was on? He retired AJ, he retired
that
Cena.
tape does not exist.
Did you think that he have a more prominent role in Mania this year?
I think what happened was the injuries caused the misuse. The first
Okay.
domino was Ray's injury and him taking forever to come back. And I guess the timing, because it would have not made sense. Like if Ray came back and then he's like, "I'm back," and then his next match is a retirement match, that would have seemed really, really sudden.
Yeah.
Maybe, but maybe not. I mean, now your first match back is a title match. Like
It would have been
what?
like weirdly retiring just before WrestleMania.
Now it's a you just get inserted. You inserted yourself into a title match.
Marcos is like, damn it, Shane.
No, I think there's a number of factors that real world happens. Like
If
I think
if
AJ
it's the injury, I just don't think. How do you be like, surprise, I'm not injured anymore, and now you got a title match?
because he's
So-
not doing any spots. That man is gonna be more grounded than me on a trampoline, bro. He's not gonna like
Okay,
he's
so-
gonna do a 619 from mid ladder.
Yeah. He's gonna do. He'll touch because Ray's like 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not out there trying to get
He'll do all the favorites.
get
He'll do the 619.
He's
He'll
playing
do
the
like the
hits.
Bronco Buster, but
all right. Can y'all see this? I don't know if you can see it.
You got to share it. You got to share it.
It's just sharing to StreamYard. What?
Oh.
There we go. Gotta add it in.
All right. So this it looks tiny. I know I don't have the graphics, but I do have the text. And the text.
Oh, I shared the
said-
graphic links.
That's it. It's
Oh, well, then hits your screen down the bottom.
All right, hang on 1 second. Let's get this set up here. Let me
So-
get the night one
All right.
first.
By
Like-
all means, please.
Like I know you
share the
I know
graphics.
you guys don't like Rusev in this. I think Rusev is going to be the power, the one that's going to be tossing those tiny guys around. That's why
Well,
Rusev
yeah,
is
they're
there.
all gonna take 5 of them to power bomb him through a ladder or something crazy.
Fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like
But Ray was a bad choice unless on Saturday or
all right,
Friday
at the
night.
stage. Here we go. All right, so check it out. This is
Okay.
night one. To me,
This is-
this looks a little mid, but only because
not.
Oh my God! First hour are
so you're
Yeah, so
getting
first-
the 6-man tag, all the superstars, celebrities. You get that out the way, and you get an unsanctioned match between Drew and Fatu.
that means that
For free.
that match is not gonna elevate anybody.
It's
yeah,
not,
that
yeah,
match is
this
about
is-
to be ass, bro.
This is not gonna slap, bro. This is I'm sorry. This
Why
is not-
are you gonna
Are
put
these-
Drew
are
and
these the two
Fatu?
matches?
This
That
the
are on,
two you
on
get for free.
ESPN?
Why?
Why?
Ray.
Because if this doesn't look like a demotion for Drew McIntyre, who just had the title a month ago,
Yeah.
I don't know what does. Like this
Yeah.
looks crazy. This
Bro,
is crazy.
you
optics.
gotta hey, I love the tag team scene, but that you give multi-man matches for free. You gotta give those for free. I'm sorry.
No, I agree. That should be the
That the
multi-man
women-
matches should be
But the
100%.
women's
okay.
match should be down, and Speed and all those guys
No.
should be on.
No.
their
We're
show.
talking Fatu
check this.
and McIntyre, which means that they're not going to get bloody. They're not going to do that on ESPN 2. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
no,
going to be
man.
the most vanilla,
Good point.
unsanctioned match.
They might not even leave the ring.
Yeah. Is Fatu
Uh,
is Fatu going to get arrested in the middle of the match? What the hell is going on here? Like, this is dumb.
Yeah, that's not a good look. They could have put AJ and Becky. They could have put the women's tag match.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I would have put AJ and Becky there.
So look at
Instead
this.
of-
Look,
instead of
this
them.
is not
Yeah.
WWE being forward on women. You have 3 women matches, and
Right.
then you
3
take
women's
off
matches.
2 men's
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah.
2 matches of guys that have been grinding all year.
Ugh.
Like Drew and Fatu have done whatever you wanted them to do,
Mhm.
and arguably Jey Uso and Logan Paul have literally worked every PLE this entire year.
Yep.
And you're like,
Hey man, this is a tale old as time, and this you can't even blame the celebrity for this. There are people who are Mania guys, and there are people who are the rest of the year guys, and unfortunately, at the bottom of that list are all year guys that are not necessarily Mania guys yet. Unfortunately, because I feel like LA Knight will get the response, the Usos will get the response from the crowd that will make you feel like they are Mania guys. But for whatever reason, yeah, I do not understand this. I don't understand this at
and
all.
if they don't win, what is I Show Speed the greatest like the guy's 5'1"? Like
Well,
you know what?
Do some stuff. He's gonna do some flips.
That hurdle he hit over LA Knight last night looked real good.
Until he almost blew out his knees,
blew
like
quad sliding into the ring.
Like the slide into the ring was solid until he didn't realize, oh, this isn't like a slip and slide. I just stopped. I gotta keep going.
Yeah, he almost messed himself up.
He almost did a Vince. Remember when Vince popped both?
He was about to blow both quads, bro.
That's a McMahon.
When he was sitting there over screaming,
on the floor screaming. I tell you, we know Vince is a terrible person, but watching that
is very simple. This is very simple.
I hate to put a butt on anything, but Vince might be the toughest old man that God ever created, because that man blew them both out. And
my man blew both quads right into the ring.
Sat down and kept the show going. You know what? Get him back in the ring. You know, no screaming, no agony, no pain, nothing.
Bro, I accidentally have a pebble in my shoe, and I'd be like, oh.
Right. I'd have been like, crying out there. I'd have been crying.
Like, seriously, off rip, and maybe I'm wrong. Women's multi-team tag match, boom, down. Jacob and Fatu could open because I feel like they're gonna have that crazy energy. Like these are two big boys.
Nah, I think you open with. I think you're gonna open with the 6-man tag just to get the crowd super lit.
You open with that, and you've got
because they're gonna run it back.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, the Usos entrance is gonna be lit.
I understand, but I'm saying that Drew and Jacob should be on the main card. That's what I'm saying.
It is the main card.
It is. It's not on SmackDown.
he said that hour for free. That's the pre-show.
So pre-show. Let's circle to.
All right.
Let's go to night two. Show night two.
Night two. Run it.
Before we go, how do you guys feel about them front loading a lot of women's matches on night one? It just feels like they're just like, let's just get these out the way.
I feel like it's going to be a sausage fest night too.
It is, because there's only one women's match night too.
Yes,
bro, that is
Jade and Rhea.
That makes no sense.
Also,
they're gonna go there to die. That match is not gonna be that great.
But also, like,
Jade and Rhea.
How is Oba and Brock on the ESPN first hour and it's not on the main show?
You gotta remember,
because this is main.
But Brock
is the main show.
Or last.
It is the main show.
Hold on. Even though these glasses are broken, I got to do this to make a point.
Okay, so just wait 6 months from now when they show you the unreal about how they picked these matches. It's going to be pure comedy, because they're all gonna be sitting there with everything on a chart, being like, "Well, we can't start it off with them. Okay, Brock wants to go home early, so
nope, because they're gonna have the fake unreal one.
They do the real one, and then they do the unreal one.
They're gonna do the Triple H. All of a sudden, really, really pushing for matches that you can tell his eyes are like, I really don't like these matches. He's like, hey, brother, this really needs to go on last. And then he's like, his eyes are being like, somebody shoot me.
Okay.
Think about I just got a message, y'all. I got a message. They said they're gonna have Oba on the free hour to get people hyped, to have them wanting to pay, you know what I'm saying, for the subscription to watch the rest of the show.
And that's the
this point is of the free hour.
Okay,
that's the point. Yeah, this is the point. This is going to make people be like, "Oh my god, if this first hour was this lit, I gotta buy the rest."
The same reason as night one. The first thing that we see is going to be that 6-man, because for the wrestling folks, you've got Jay, you've got LA Knight, who are two of the biggest guys over the last year. And actually, I'm pretty sure I saw a graphic recently that those two have had more matches in the past year than anyone else in the business.
So can you take
Jay and LA Knight?
Before you make your point, ESPN is a way bigger deal than ESPN2. Can we just put that out there on a Sunday?
Yeah.
That's people they're gonna be on there.
I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that. Hold on. Go back to what you just pointed out. I just want to make sure that people watching to understand that too.
ESPN
first hour is ESPN1 on Sunday.
But on
ESPN
ESPN
2 on Saturday.
on regular
Saturdays,
ESPN.
yeah, that's crazy.
And that's a lead into Sunday night football, Sunday night baseball.
Mm.
So
Is that why we got this early ass show?
Probably
show taking place at 3:00 in the afternoon.
So they want people to turn off what's going to come on next on ESPN to go pay money to go watch the rest of this wrestling.
It also depends on who's playing on Sunday Night Baseball that week.
Also, this could backfire for a couple reasons, because the casual sports fan knows Brock Lesnar as a UFC star.
Yeah.
They know him as a UFC main eventer.
Yeah.
Now, you see him have this match and you're like, oh, that show's over. Let me go watch baseball now. Because Brock Lesnar to them is the highlight, the main event.
Okay,
so
now this.
Why do I want to pay money now to go watch the fake fighters?
So now it makes sense why you have Rey Mysterio here, because he's going to be the biggest face in that multi-man match.
Because we got 3 luchadors and 3 non-luchadors.
You need casuals.
No,
you need casuals.
Rey Mysterio is known by people that don't even watch WWE.
Right.
Like, he's on cartoons and
wait,
like
so who's night one? Who's the casual that's going to get people in?
That's Logan, 100%. And
okay.
So to be clear, Sunday Night Baseball is no longer on ESPN; it's on Peacock. So they're just filling airtime.
Oh,
yeah. In night one, it's not just Logan Paul, but it's I Show Speed. These are 2 of the biggest names to.
Yes,
you know, I Show Speed is the largest streamer in the world.
This makes sense. This will make another 100,000 people tune in.
I was at Fanatics Fest, and I got closer to LeBron as he walked past versus I Show Speed.
Oh God, that's
like I showed Speed at Fanatics
versus a.
no, I got like LeBron passed me like right here.
Yeah,
with security and everything. Like I showed Speed. It was like you got pushed against the wall. Like, who the hell is going by?
Yo, I'm a believer. You've seen it in public. So yeah, you've seen it. Like most people our age are like, who are these losers? They're nobody. When I realized it at Mania 40, when I sat backstage watching with kids who were about to go out during Roman's entrance, and all eyes were on the Logan Paul match. Like they did not move a muscle, and they made a noise every time he did anything. Like from the moment he came out, like kids love Logan and kids love Speed. So getting that's for the kids and for the casuals for sure. I think when you saw that LA Knight, when LA Knight threw Speed through his own streaming setup, 500,000 people watched that live.
Can I ask you guys
on Twitch?
This is just the IT guy in me. Does I Show Speed invoice WWE for the broken monitor, or does he set up a different monitor before it's gonna happen? Like what? I guess I'm because I was like, man, how much equipment?
They're like, we'll bill you, brother. They'll bill us, brother. We'll take care of it. Nah, I don't know. I don't know, but it's very likely that they're, you take that L for the look. You know what I mean? It's fine. I'd let them throw me into my setup for that. It's a small thing.
So without me paying attention, like without us knowing when each match is gonna go, because the 3 middle matches, they're kind of being ambiguous and not telling you what's gonna go with. If we end up with the Dom and Balor match as a palate cleanser before the main event, that's gonna suck.
Well, I'm just looking at this middle matches. Only one of these is gonna be a good wrestling match.
And it's a toss-up between the 2 men's match.
Only one, yeah. It's not gonna be the women's match, unfortunately. Only one of these is gonna be a good wrestling match. The rest of it's gonna be a lot of like mushing in the face and real, energy and puffed up, ego. But as far as an actual good match, we're probably going to get one of those. And
because it's crazy that they're putting unknown matchups, because I don't think I've ever seen Mysterio versus Balor one-on-one, and I definitely have never seen Williams versus Sami Zayn. But Sami Zayn can get a great match out of anybody, and so can Balor. But you could also be very mismatched, as in you cannot have chemistry together. So, Derek, you have heavy investments in some of these matches. How would you book the rest of the card? Like, hour 1 is done. What do you start the main hour and the 4 remaining matches with?
So how would I? Okay, let's see. Hour 1, night 2 is that all right? Cool. The women's match got to be in the middle. Like you got to split it up. Unfortunately, like I know how wrestling fans think, so that's gonna be a bathroom match for a lot of the people who don't like women's wrestling. But I feel like after there's bad blood there, so I feel like that one has to be before the main event. I feel like Mysterio and Balor has to be before the main event. I wouldn't put Trick and Sammy before that. That would probably be like either the next match after the hour or the women's will be a flip-flop.
So Trick and Zayn open up, because I think you gotta get the crowd amped, and I think that whoop.
I mean that Trick is gonna be lit. So
that when they hit that in the beginning, and you paid whatever it is you paid for your monthly subscription, I think that'll get you.
That's
amped.
the first thing that needs to hit after you pay. Yeah.
I feel like that. Like I said, that
or the demon,
the Mysterio
or the
demon coming in.
Yeah, the demon would be lit too.
What's gonna get the crowd going though?
Have you seen Demon hit the
Demon
how
hits,
long has it been though?
It don't matter.
But I'm gonna say something.
Demon's gonna hit.
You sure?
That Mania hits.
I'm gonna play
Kevin
devil's
Owens.
advocate.
Hold up. Kevin Owens also sells out on meet and greets, but he's been gone so long that he ain't even sold out.
So the current, you saying like
that's
people
saying,
are
like,
what have you done for me lately?
Mindsets are short.
Derek, we're right here because I'm like people gonna be like, who the hell? Like a lot of like
hand action.
No, I went like this.
You said like this.
Like,
it looked like
I didn't go like that.
Marcos was already booking his flight to get that 2 foot the Glizzizilla.
Bro, yeah, the Glizzilla.
But
yo, you might have both of y'all might have a really good point. Like, it's been a while for Demon Balor. It's been a while, and Trick is hot now, and that if that starts off the paid show, it's gonna explode in there. Like,
and then I also think, but then I'm also on the fence because you kind of have to invest with some production in Balor's entrance, which kind of like you're doing the same thing in the main event. Like I can see both guys having special entrances for the main event. So like, how much production are you gonna tack on to each other?
It's Mania. What do you mean?
I mean, everything.
Rey Mysterio is going to have a banging entrance at the beginning.
Listen, if you don't jump out the sky, if you don't pop up,
Ray gonna come in and do something crazy.
At his age, you shooting him up.
Look, at his age, he shouldn't be in a ladder match either.
He shouldn't be in the match anyway.
In a title ladder.
He's going to come out in a low rider or something crazy. He's going to have a big match.
I get the jumping entrance, but I feel like the Demon is an overproduced entrance.
Yes,
Trick is just music.
Okay. But Trick, like I said, Trick is gonna get the people going. It's provocative.
And Trick's not gonna just be music. He's gonna be on that rotating platform.
He gets the rotating platform, the lights, like it's still
coat,
gonna be.
Does he get a different color coat? Does he get
no? He gets the white fur coat, and I think before
like
he even steps off of the platform, Lil Yachty comes out in front of him.
Yeah,
Lil Yachty's definitely bringing it out.
Lil Yachty violate copyrights and starts saying "whoop that Trick." Because that's not their song.
They can't say it, and they can't put it on a shirt.
Because I am the dumbest wrestling fan ever. Because I heard it on my phone, and I was just like, "When are they gonna say whoop that Trick?" And then I was like, "Oh, I'm dumb."
They can't. Because
they can't.
crowd.
This is implied. You let the crowd do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
but it's bro. It's like it's like somebody giving you a peanut butter sandwich without jelly when you and then
yeah, and
yeah. Go listen to Oba's entrance without everybody yelling Oba.
Yeah, it's different. It hits different for sure. The crowd makes it. So I think you give the people what they want with a trick entrance at Mania. I'm more sad about who's not going to be there. This card means no EO.
Like
this means no Mello.
Listen, they're gonna
no Dragunov.
They're gonna add stuff.
No, they
no New Day.
I think Mello might get shoehorned and to make it a triple threat, which means he's gonna take a pin.
No men's tag team title match.
Because men's tag team titles do not exist in this.
Hey, you forgot about the hottest night of WrestleMania, baby. That's Friday Night SmackDown the night before.
You said night 3?
Night 0.
Night 0, baby.
And then night 3 is Raw.
The U.S. title. Yeah. The U.S. title is going to be defended. I can't even. No, not the U.S. title. The IC title is going to be
That's
not the IC. That's
it's the U.S. title.
He said shit.
I'm just glad the IC. I'm just glad IC's on the card. I feel like it wasn't the last few years.
Bro, if you look at the card from last year, either night, and put it up next against one of the cards from this night, bro. Last year cooked compared to.
Can we show the night 1 graphic? I want to look at something.
Curious.
Can we show the night 1 graphic again, Shane?
From
this one?
Yeah. Because
Shane, I feel like after you stop coughing.
I know he's probably not coughing. I feel like Shane's just changing his pants multiple times.
Oh shoot!
Just keeps changing his pants.
Okay. I'm just reading through 41's card. Jey Uso beat Gunther.
Right.
Kofi.
Part of the show.
New Day beat War Raiders.
Banger of a match.
New Day beat War Raiders.
Fire.
Jade beat Naomi. Jade and Naomi, was that a banger?
Even though I love
Jade and Naomi was a really good match. I feel like it was better than the other women's match.
I don't remember it. Jacob and LA Knight.
Great match.
Jacob legit is in the same position.
Yeah.
He's facing a white guy that doesn't have a storyline.
El Grande.
At least he got a belt last year.
Phoenix. At least Phoenix was on the card last year.
Holy snap.
I didn't know that. I forgot.
Holy snap.
They're in the same place, bro.
Grande Americano.
But that's the original.
They're not even on the card.
They're not even on the card.
Do a match versus a match.
A big luchador. Yeah, they could have put that on the card. Maybe that'll be SmackDown.
Listen,
before.
we got 72 luchadors already on the show right now. Okay.
You know what?
First of all, there's a lot more matches. Let me read through. Let me.
Finish. Oh yeah, for
sure. Tiffany beat Charlotte.
That one wasn't that great.
I don't remember that being that great.
It wasn't.
And then the triple threat: Seth, Roman, and Punk.
That one.
That was Saturday.
That was
Sunday.
Hold on.
Seth,
that 3-way match is the boy of this year. The like a match that we're like, we don't know about this, and then all of a sudden when we get there, we're like, oh, this is a really good match, and that's how everybody felt about Oba Brock.
Well, that's probably going to be Seth and Gunther. That's going to be the match of the night, probably, but nobody really cares. Yeah, it's just like they didn't do enough story, but they're the two best wrestlers, probably.
If this was AEW, that would headline their biggest pay-per-view. But because it's WWE, and we're like, why are they fighting? And even they don't really know, other than I slapped you. And then Seth is kind of hilarious because he basically was like, yeah, this was my match, but he's hurt. This person is hurt. Paul has nobody.
He gave it all up.
This allows me to get you now.
Right. He gave it all up. He's like, it's not like me and Gunther have any type of history.
Yeah. Which, you know what? That is, if they would have came out and said that for a lot of the other matches, I would have been like, hey, man.
Like, all right, touche.
Like the triple, the 3-on-3 this tag match that with Logan Paul. If LA Knight would have been like, I'm not booked for WrestleMania as of yet, you guys lost the belts. How about we all get in on this together? I would have been like, that is the most honest thing I heard.
I mean, that is almost what he said, though.
No.
Kind of. It's kind of what he did. He's like,
It
oh,
was
you know
real
what? We ain't
close
got
to
nothing
it.
else going on. Let's go. Okay, and then Sunday. Yes, it does look like last year's card cooked it. All right, Sunday we got the triple threat: Io, Bianca, and Rhea. Io won that. Sin City Street Fight. Drew beat Damian
Which
Priest.
never should have been the match in the first place.
Priest,
Saying.
no match this year. IC title was a 4-way match. Dom beat Braun Breaker, Penta, and Finn Balor. Yeah, that was a good match. Open challenge. Randy Orton beat Joe Hendry. Also, I hate to say it, Logan Paul, AJ Styles cooked.
Yeah.
Why you guys hate this man so much?
Women's tag match was Lyra and Becky versus Liv and Raquel. And then undisputed was John Cena, Cody. Yeah, last year was way better.
Like, bro,
this is like 10 times better.
I'm just saying,
on paper.
Like, what is this that they're giving us? Because this don't make sense. Like, certain matches make sense. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Outside of the celebrities that have entered the Cody and Orton match, okay, makes sense. That's a long-standing rivalry that we just don't really talk about. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about that I don't know. Yeah, like you're 100% right. This is a much better card. And also, I like them trying to add another element to this whole thing. But let's talk about how Cody and Randy don't really need anything else.
And Cody said it.
Cody
said it. Cody's like, wait a minute. Like,
we got enough history to build a match on.
It should have just literally been Randy Orton talking to the voices in his head on the phone, and it would have cooked regardless.
That's it. We didn't need anything.
Or the simplest answer is always the best answer. His dad.
Exactly.
Like, his dad coming out like, hey,
kill him. That's it.
No, not even that. His dad come out and be like, I never liked your dad. I thought he was a pompous asshole.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen, he got pushed because just like you kiss more ass.
That's it.
Straight up.
Hey, even one cosplay made a good point. Naomi did kind of carry Jade.
Oh yeah, I mean Rhea's gonna have to do the same thing, and I hope so. And just like we were worried last year, everybody was worried about Tiffy and Charlotte maybe getting too personal, and then that getting in the way of the match. But I hope that this doesn't happen. I mean, they watered this feud down heavy though. Jade and Rhea was about to be must-see TV.
Okay,
it was on fire.
Two things before we
promos
get
alone
away from them.
Yeah,
promos alone, it was gonna cook.
Somebody got butt hurt. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
One,
and then
the reason
they
why we're
had
not
to dial it
seeing
back.
Bob
Hold on.
Orton.
Go ahead, Shrizen.
The reason we're not seeing Bob Orton come out for Randy Orton is one, nobody cares about Bob Orton. And two, Bob Orton's manager is not Ari Emanuel. And he is not the next Sylvester Stallone in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
that's it, pretty much.
When we talk about the Jade situation, we just need to quickly go, what the hell was she wearing last night?
I didn't see it. What was she wearing?
Oh man, it was something crazy.
He said, let me.
No, but wait, hold on. Can we, before you put up that graphic of her, whatever she's wearing, can we talk about the matches that are not going to be on there? Like this is confirmation that Jelly Roll got written off. Like whoever, somebody was like, nah, I'm sorry.
Guys. I feel like we still got one more Monday before.
No. I think this is the official card.
You know what? Dang, I just thought about that. Yeah, they didn't do Kit Wilson or Miz or whatever they're gonna do.
Bro, they were just like,
Jelly got 5 segments last week, and now they're just like, don't worry about it.
Jelly Roll was out there the whole
3
time.
weeks.
On the whole show.
Got
so many segments.
Like if this was the weird period where they try to shoehorn in King of the Ring and there's no major PLE, yes, it would have worked. But they literally threw something at the wall, saw Jelly Roll just go,
bro.
It didn't stick. They were like, forget it.
I think they're gonna put a match in here. They're gonna squeeze a match in both nights, and it's probably gonna be somebody said Asuka and Io. That could happen.
There's a lot of matches,
and they could also squeeze in Mello somewhere, and they could also squeeze in Jelly and Kit Wilson for a 2-minute squash.
Bro, it's already at 14 matches.
About to say
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
crazy.
I don't know how to count. It is,
But
14.
What
14
is it?
matches.
No.
Yes.
yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4,
Seven.
5, 6, 7.
That's 7 every
So
day.
two matches in an hour sounds crazy because Jacob and Drew are not going 30 minutes.
But
No,
we
so
also already
it's
heard
gonna
that
it's gonna be a long commercial break. We got to run it back 7 times. You know what I'm saying?
Like
it's a lot.
this,
It's gonna happen.
CM Punk versus Reigns is going to have a cinematic ending. Everybody is going to interfere, but
Yeah,
I just don't
that goes 30
see
minutes.
that. I feel like the Randy Orton Rhodes match is going to either one or two ways. Orton is going to win. Cody's going to lose flat out, or Cody's going to win, and then somebody's going to come out that's going to blow up the internet. That's the only way this happens. Like, there's no real cinematic.
So The Rock is coming out, is what you're saying.
It's the final boss.
If Cody wins, yes. If Cody wins, because then, number one,
Cody's not winning.
Pat McAfee writes himself off for TV because he came out and said something stupid like, "I won't ever appear for WWE if Cody wins."
Yeah.
What's that Hangman Adam Page?
Yeah, the old never again storyline. That works.
Yeah, but and then bro, like there's no. So somebody, I was saying to this, Derek can chime in. I was saying to him earlier, I was like, what Pat McAfee said, and we can talk about his segment now. What he said about that Cody's the reason his business is in the dirt, and I argue differently. I was like, Cody is what made the ending of the Bloodline saga work because they had a face that was equally as hot as the number one heel. Cody took that place, and the WWE would be like, we'll figure out who the heel is. And nobody stepped up. If Randy would have shown signs of this, 2 of the big 4 previously, we would have had the same emotional investment, and we didn't need a Pat McAfee shoehorn. I don't know what that is. What is it? Is she wearing a cloud?
She's wearing a fluffy inner tube.
Yeah, I don't know. What is that?
But what do you think?
No live, it looked better.
With a fanny pack.
I don't know. I thought that was the belt.
It's a belt.
I thought that was the belt.
Fanny pack.
That's a belt. Wow.
So what do you think? You think that the WWE failed Cody in creating a massive heel for him?
Yeah, we've been saying that for weeks.
They tried, and then they give up. It's Drew, and then it's not. And then I thought it was going to be Jacob. I guess they decided he wasn't ready at some point.
If it tried. Was Orton should have been showing signs since like War Games. Like
he was looking at the belt. Remember, he was like looking over his shoulder and stuff. They were trying to plant the seeds. They didn't do a good job, but they tried. And I think it took Randy some time. Like I remember Randy just came back off this big injury. He was going a long time, and he was tag teaming and triple threat 4-ways the whole way. Like he hadn't even had a singles match. You know what I mean? So for almost like a year. And so I think it was just him getting comfortable back in before they could put him back into the main event picture. I think that's what it was. He took some time, and they were like, when you're ready, we doing this. And so Cody had to be the guy.
So this has to continue.
She do cosplay though, so it does make sense.
This has to continue to the next year, right?
No.
Like for us to care.
Cody Cody gets it back at SummerSlam.
I don't want to see that.
You know the deal.
But you know what though? If you look at the end picture from the show ending in WrestleMania 40 in Philly, everybody out there who picked up Cody and held Cody up is going to take that title from Cody. You got John Cena. He was staring at the belt. You got Randy Orton about to take the belt off of him. He was out there holding him up on his shoulders. Sami Zayn might finally get his shot and take the belt off of him. I'm just saying, literally, everyone who was out there with him, who is or was an active wrestler, is about to take that belt off him.
Man, I feel like a proud dad right now. This man coming up with conspiracy theories that I'd spin.
That's a good one.
So what you're saying is that Cody is doing the anti-bloodline? Like anybody that challenges him will win the belt,
they
and
win,
then he gets it back.
It's kind of like it's basically what they were doing with Hogan for a decade, except they never beat Hogan. You know what I mean? They would put a big bad up, and that person would hold them hostage till Mania, and then they lose. And so they're just doing it a little faster, and Cody actually takes a few L's in the process. But
I
Sammy at some point, I do believe Sammy
Cody a bunch of title reigns.
Maybe in a year from now, Sammy's ready for a world title run. I don't know, but
it better not be right before a major pay-per-view.
I mean, it's going to be amazing that fight down from the bottom, like that underdog story of him really persevering and pushing through. It's going to be amazing.
That's going to be the best story ever. Him winning the Royal Rumble will be huge, and maybe he'll do it in Saudi. Who knows?
Who are you talking about?
Sammy and Saudi.
And then we still calling him Saudi Sammy.
Hey, look.
I think Sammy can only do it. He can only do it as a heel at this point. I don't want to see face Sammy like, oh shucks, I'm a champ.
Yeah, the underdog is a little old for him.
I want Sammy to come out, no sweatpants. I want him to come out with the slick back hair. Like I finally know.
You say you want Sammy to come out with no pants on?
I said no sweatpants.
No sweatpants.
I want him to come back. I want him to come back with like the slick back and be like, I finally get it. You got to buy in to win. And guess what? I'm buying in. Like, you know what I mean? Like I like Chris Jericho when he came back and he stopped wearing the funny jackets that he was slow talking Sammy.
Bro. Okay, so all these people, Sammy, there's Kevin Owens, there's Cena, there's Randy, there's LA Knight. Yeah. Oh, he ain't taking that.
Except LA Knight is
except him. You notice
he's outside of the ring, so
he's not touching him. He's not touching him.
We're not talking about he doesn't count in this picture.
I mean, Jay didn't beat him either. So, or did he? No, he didn't.
I'm actually interested.
This is the Jay Hill turn. That's when he'll get it off of Cody.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So can we say that whatever theory that we had, it's like WWE shifts so quickly. It's like the way that they booked the Usos is like, yeah, forget that he helped Roman. That's it. They no longer part of the storyline. They done.
They have every week the Usos have had a completely different storyline. It's like a Men in Black flashy thing week to week. Where it's like, remember when they almost broke up? Remember when they were backing up Roman? Remember? No, you don't remember any of this.
Bro, like that's why Jay looked mad. He was like, so we just not gonna say anything about what CM Punk said. Yeah, CM Punk called my cousin essentially a dork, and we're gonna be like, okay,
like, it's cool.
Like, we really hate IShowSpeed, a 19-year-old guy that is a non-wrestler.
Dude,
bro, if they don't beat him, literally, it's like they're almost booking the Vision as faces. They're undersized underdogs.
Yeah, they're the underdogs. Yeah,
versus a legendary tag team and a guy that looks like he could be IShowSpeed's white father.
Yeah, I think. So, what do you think we get there? We get Speed doing a full-fledged heel turn, or?
I think we do that, and there's a fourth guy that comes and helps him or something, because does that
there's gonna be it's gonna be the guy in the Prime costume.
Probably it's gonna have to be some. Yeah, they got it. Like the faces have to have a disadvantage here.
Right. So somebody's gonna cheat and find some way. I was hoping they would throw a wrench in it and be like, "This is for the tag team titles." And
now that would be interesting.
And then whoever wins, or like if you get the two that are there or whatever, become the tag champs or something like that. You figure something out. But that's almost as crazy. This is how David Arquette won the world title. He just disappeared. This is how David Arquette
somebody shouted my Mania Club thing, and then it died.
And he got all excited, and they were like, "Man, they
blew beat out." Wow. But I thought that we would get a similar moment to David Arquette winning the title, where somehow Speed winds up half the tag team champions because some technicality. But
I think
at least they can't do that.
I think the storyline would have been a lot better. And again, injuries, if they had Big Bronson Reed just in the background, like using him, like, yeah, kid, you did it. And it's like, nah, you're gonna be there. And then you had the heavy as Bronson Reed being the actual muscle, like throwing him on there, like getting the pin, like you know what I mean? Like in the movies, like in the mobsters, like, yeah, kid, you're one of us. Like, we don't care what you like, come on, you're one of us. Like,
I can see that. If Bronson's ready, maybe he comes out and tsunami somebody for him, and then they get the pin.
I don't think he's ready.
But
and
it's
then,
not
honestly,
it's not a triple threat match, so there's still rules, right?
Yeah, it's still rules, and also
tag match,
but they can cheat.
There's still rules, and also and then Braun Breaker doesn't make sense here because there's no reason for him to help them here. Paul Heyman doesn't look like he gives a shit about the storyline. He has not appeared on TV except backstage with them.
Yeah, he's not. It's so weird. Like he's dominating the show, but the one place he's not showing up is with his faction. Like that, it almost makes no sense.
Did they relegate the Vision to be a tag team? Because that's what it feels like. Like the Vision is the name of the tag team.
Yeah,
the Vision is so fucking snake bit.
Yeah, they're pretty cursed. I think they might just do that. Like now, the Vision is just those two.
Like, what if plot twist, Seth Rollins wanted to face Gunther. He was like, man, I don't even want to deal with these Vision guys. Last time I dealt with them, I got hurt. So
right, like, man, get these jobbers away from me, man. I'm good. That's funny.
But bro, if I Show Speed would have blew out his quads, first of all, knock on wood, I hope that doesn't happen. Young man.
I really hope this dude don't get hurt, man. Like,
but if that would have happened, you gotta just next week don't even scrub every reference of Vision ever. Like, just have Logan Paul come out with his prime and his camera and be like, I need a match 1-on-1 in Mania. Since I'm solo, we're not gonna talk about anything else. Like, bro.
But I'm going to throw it back to something we were talking about earlier with I Show Speed and why that match is kicking off, not only because of Logan Paul, but if we look at like the number of followers that the top guys in wrestling have, you've got The Rock and Cena like around 20 mil, Roman Reigns and Triple H sit around like 8 to 10. And then you got I Show Speed with like across the board averaging 50 mil plus, which Logan Paul averages about 20 to 25 mil.
Man.
So I Show Speed is more than doubling the top guy in the company with the amount of followers and engagement that he has.
So
wow. So that's what it's all about.
Why couldn't this be a tag team match? Why couldn't
moments, Marcos? We got to get on the clicks.
I Show Speed could have been the reluctant guy, and then they could have played this entire situation at WrestleMania. What they did on Raw a couple weeks ago, it be cost him the match, right? Cost him the match, but not the titles, like a DQ match, and then have him showing up like, hey man, like Jimmy, I'm sorry, it'll never happen again, and then have him at Mania. Do where he took the brass knuckles, and instead of him taking it away, he slides it to Logan Paul, and then be like,
look, Rand, you still got LA Knight's number. You got to call him and tell him that Marcos is trying to take his Mania payday away.
Listen,
no. All you got to do is appear on the show. You don't got to wrestle. All you got to do is appear.
Then he only gets appearance fee. He doesn't get a match fee.
Oh, it's different. You got to get in a match to get the real money.
To get the real money.
He's the ref. He's the ref that wants to call everything down the middle. Yeah.
You got to appear and be announced.
And now Marcos is just trying to solidify his rep as the wannabe Rock / Stone Cold, where he's just going to sub in as a guest ref.
Oh my goodness.
God, Marcos,
poor LA
Knight left and right.
Wait, are we getting EO versus Oscar at WrestleMania?
More than likely.
We're probably gonna get that on the Raw after.
That's
Mania.
night 0.
when they reset the storyline.
But remember, we already saw a lot of chatter about the total matches across both nights was probably going to be 16 to 18. And we're only at like 12 or 13 right now.
Oh God! So yeah, they're about to throw 5 more in this week.
No, they just need maybe 1, maybe 2. And that's
okay.
it.
We need the Americano match just to get it over with.
No. What we need is we need the EO. We need the EO Asuka. And we need Julia, for the love of God, freaking defend that belt with somebody.
I don't really care that much. Not on Mania. Nah.
put it on the SmackDown night before.
Put Julia.
The Americanos match. That's
a night 0.
They're having an April pay-per-view in in the US. The Americano versus Americano. You give it the SummerSlam 9, the Undertaker versus Undertaker treatment.
Oh man, no, that could definitely.
How are you guys commenting as yourselves?
You like that
move? Derek did it earlier.
That was not me.
Yeah, Fox, the game plug is on it. We need Io Asuka. We need Julia Tiffany, and then Americanos, the mask versus mask. That could headline a AAA show, to be honest.
And that gets us 16 matches.
No, the mask versus mask kicked out to AAA, and then you know what you guys did not. We are not going to be marked safe of the Rey Mysterio win because they already check this out. Vikingo has a guaranteed title shot at the pay-per-view that I'm talking about for AAA for the IC belt. So it's gonna probably either be they're saying that it's gonna be Penta, but it could easily be Rey or be the future versus the greatest luchador ever for the IC belt.
And
then that sets up Rey versus the greatest luchador, the greatest Rey, the greatest Mysterio ever. Who is?
Wait, they run it back Americano Rey?
He talking about Nick Mysterio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm talking about Tom.
Nick.
Not Tom, but Nick.
Yeah,
Then you could have Dom and Nick. You know, if Ray's body can keep up.
While we talking about Tom and Nick, though, I think we all are hype. I think anyone with a pulse is hype because we know we're getting R-Truth and Danhausen backstage together.
Bro,
they will not miss that opportunity.
Yo, I really want them to treat Danhausen like Triple H. Tease a bump and never follow through because that Miz what was it, the skull crushing finale, and then WWE, they're smart when they want to be. That's why I think their creative team, when nobody's paying attention and pressuring them, is actually really good. The whole messed up
when nobody's paying attention.
No, which when I say nobody's paying attention, when they don't have corporate breathing down their neck, like we need to push this on this match and that match because we need. So the Danhausen is an example of they're allowed creative freedom because they're like, all right, cool, he's a cute character, but the fact that the crowd, the IWC community, ruined Danhausen's blackout running out of the ring thing. Now they put it on TV as a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, like when the skull crushing finale, and then the camera followed him running out on purpose. That was cinema, and the whole ref and everything, and then the ref catching a cramp. Come on, man, that just works.
Now they got it. Yeah, so he has to curse somebody at Mania, I guess.
He has to.
But it's
he curse? Matches, who does he curse?
Yeah, none of these matches can afford like a joke ending though. So we need to add a
somebody in the ladder match is going to get cursed by Danhausen.
Oh, well, I mean, Rusev.
Oh, you know what? He's going to curse Rusev before the show, and Rusev's going to slip on something backstage and not be able to be in the match. And then Kofi,
either Kofi or Woods.
There we go.
I'm saying.
Woods already said, "I see loading. I see title loading."
Yeah, Rusev's getting hurt. He's out of there.
So
they get cursed by I don't care who they.
Do you think the WWE still
Get him out of there.
You think the WWE creator still knows that they're still pushing a Kofi storyline in the background?
No.
Wait,
Because they showed him in the background arguing, him and Grayson Waller, but they did not get any TV time.
No, I think they're trying. They're just doing whatever they can with the time they get. But I think that unfortunately it's not a priority storyline right now. But they kind of did it, you know. So Kofi's trying to recruit Javon and trying to kick Grayson out. So maybe there's a point where
the ladder match
they work.
Kofi
Javon,
can help him.
Kofi helps him. Javon wins, and then maybe he teases like, "I'm not with you. I don't want your help." And then maybe at some point we get the Javon turn.
Yeah,
but also Javon versus Vikingo, that match will break the internet. That'll be like
that
Jay
would
White.
be ridiculous.
Oh, man,
that would be Jay White versus Ospreay from like Ring of Honor like 7-8 years ago, where people are like, "What?"
Yeah,
but with guys that can jump high.
Yeah, I was about to say Ospreay and Ricochet maybe, but yeah.
No, because
Jay White guys could jump really, really high back in the day before he became a heavyweight.
They could jump white guy high.
Yeah, it's different. That'll be a banger. I can't see them giving Javon a Mania moment already like that, but
I can see it. And also Javon has been on a number of TV dates for a AAA multiple times. I think.
And
yeah.
Low key from the fan standpoint and from that personal standpoint, I would be in love because I knew Javon back when he had his first indie shot, and then getting him with the New Day would be insanity.
Oh, that would be
not
great.
even that.
Off note, Woods also knows Javon from that because it was the DPW Deadlock Pro Wrestling indie that Javon got his first true run. And Xavier is tight with those guys.
Oh, yeah.
And then also you got to think about him, and it doesn't hurt Penta because Penta wouldn't be involved in the loss.
No, if somebody's if he gets taken out for doing something and
just happens to grab it.
He's trying to come back in. He's trying to come back in, and Kofi grabs him to let Javon get up there.
Yeah, ladder match kind of protects you, you know, if a title changes. If that happens,
and if we're low key, I don't know what Penta's win-loss record. I feel like he's been heavily protected since he signed with WWE.
I agree fully.
Yes,
like his. I feel like any loss that Penta was supposed to take, Ray Phoenix has taken.
Pretty much. I mean, he's been mostly fighting the Americanos nonstop, but yeah, he's been very well protected.
And speaking of Penta, I think Stephanie Vaquer is breaking through like Penta is, just off of pure emotion, where she wasn't initially.
It was taking a while. It was going a little slow because they just kept who was it, Nikki Bella, that just kept kind of saddling her down for a while, but. Now it seems like she's breaking out. Do you think she wins? We haven't talked to predictions.
I think you add her to your infinity gauntlet of women wrestlers at WWE. Like you discovered Io Sky, who's good for a feud whenever. You discovered Rhea. You have Raquel. Now you add Stephanie, who's the youngest out of all of them, to that group. And we already know that Roxanne is there. They just have to go, "Oh, hey girl, you are really good."
They're so deep with the women, man. Like
and
it's almost a problem. Like you have too many good women, and so
but
somebody got to go.
No, they got to mix and match. They got to mix and match because they have all the women on Raw with the greatest chemistry ever, and then they put the workers that have zero chemistry on SmackDown.
Yeah. I heard that trying to get rid of Bailey. Get out of here.
Look, it's nothing personal. I love Bailey. I just think it's time for a change.
Yeah, let her get her bag. Let her get her AEW
bag. I need that 2-woman power trip. I need her and Mercedes in AEW to run roughshide for a minute. That's what I need.
And
I'm gonna pray for it every day.
the 3-man team
let
bring
powerful
in Izzy. Because you're so hype on it, we're gonna bring Izzy in.
Let Powerful Cakes Pam be her new name and just kill it. You know,
right? She'd have to really think hard about a new gimmick name over there because she can't.
Pam the powerful.
Pam Martinez. It's not gonna pop. It's not gonna work.
I mean, first of all, I don't call Mercedes Sasha anymore because I feel like that's weird now. You know?
I still slip on it.
I still call her. I don't think I call her Sasha. I don't think I've done that in a while.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good about it, but every now and then I'm like, oh yeah, and Sasha, Mercedes.
I think Io Sky should go to SmackDown and Tiffy should go to Raw to freshen things up. And
don't forget, like once
Mania
hit,
draft,
we're getting some new people coming up. I'm sure, like Sol Ruka's like pretty ready.
I mean, she's a champ.
She's the champ, right?
And
she got to take that L at whatever the next thing is.
And JC Jane went from like, who is this chick to like, oh, she's coming to the roster now. She's good too.
Yeah, they got a lot of powerful, strong names. Can you talk about who has not been necessarily a strong name? Apparently, who's the dude now that won the NXT title? We haven't talked about NXT at all. Tony, what's his name?
Yeah, Tony D'Angelo.
So apparently, I haven't seen any of the dude's work. I don't know his game, not familiar. But at some point, he cut a promo on Ricky Saints that felt a little too real. I don't know if y'all seen this.
He mentioned the thing that we're not supposed to be mentioning about.
I don't think he mentioned the thing, but he said you were brought here with a whole lot of hype and a whole lot of potential, and you have been a disappointment.
I get.
And I was like, he said that thing.
I get the promo, but the guy's been there for 9 months. Like,
and at the same time, Tony D'Angelo was taken off TV for almost 9 months.
Yeah,
he's been there for 5 years.
Yeah,
Tony D'Angelo was taken off of TV for 9 months because he was main roster ready. They had the whole all figured out. He's going, and now he's back on NXT.
Yeah, he wasn't.
So that's kind of. Does that sound like self hate?
Pot called kettle black there.
A little bit
pot
of that.
meat kettle.
Yeah, and I'm happy for him because he's the last of that batch of that what is it, blue and yellow or whatever, the 2.0 that was like, hey dog, you're like poking him like, do something do something.
But I tell you what, I truly feel that Sol Ruka has got it. Like, she is gonna be legit.
Yeah.
Plus, she has like one of the greatest finishers right now.
Oh yeah. I keep asking myself, how long can she keep this up? Because that thing looks like it hurts.
But she's a professional tumbler before becoming a professional wrestler.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, she did do gymnastics and all that.
Like she has the very, very similar pedigree to Stratton.
So let me ask you this: Blake Monroe.
That was the next one I was going to bring up.
Are they? What do you? Because I know they've had plans like this for other people that they make them wait. They make them wait. They kind of similarly did the same thing with Stratton, where they kept teasing she's gonna win. She kept teasing she's gonna win, then she didn't win. Like, is this a break her down and build her up situation? Because Blake Monroe like held the belt and arguably lost it, not by her mistake, but by her wrestling partner's mistake. And then they haven't given it back to her. Like, what do you think that is? You think that's punishment, or they just like, well, okay, we kind of like the reception this girl is saying, or is it the wrestling adage of the chase? That's what people care about.
The chase. Oh, they love a chase.
Because it's coming off of like, remember when everybody kept trying to take the belt off of Asuka and everybody kept trying to take the belt off of Shayna Baszler? And it was like, come on. Is anybody going to do it? Like, they're kind of booking Blake Monroe like a heel Javon, where it's like, oh, they're going to pull the trigger this week. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. And then it's like, oh, he lost.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think with her, she's young, so they got time. But I mean, I haven't seen her work much in NXT, but I know that there's more talented women there though. So I feel like she's not the top of the class out there. So it's not like they're just like, what's going on? Like there's some amazing women there.
Can somebody explain to me their TV structure?
Oh, NXT?
Because what's her name? Nikita Lyons. I feel like they keep sliding her back to Evolve, which is kind of like single A for NXT, and then they keep pulling her up to NXT when they want her to lose, and then they keep bringing her back to Evolve. Like I know she kind of got in her own way because of her injuries, but you think that's a failed experiment that they're like, never mind?
Well, she got in her own way because of injuries and because of politics that got known. Corey, what's your favorite nickname for that lady?
Oh, Umaga the Stallion?
Oh yeah, she kind of got outed. And I mean, it's crazy in a world like this where like I assume that most of them are. But the issue is once you get kind of outed on it, then having to deal with that. You know?
My favorite's still Otomo Wagon.
Nah, I like that one.
But the thing was,
Tony Khan is about to be interviewed by Jonathan Coachman and Vince Russo, bro.
Which is the craziest thing.
This is a wild sentence, yo.
Vince Russo spent 3 years literally, I don't even want to repeat it because he would call him an effing R word.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
And Coachman,
really surprising.
And Coachman is like the most undercover WWE corporate man in the history of WWE. Like he'll occasionally jump out and be like, I hate the WWE, but normally he'll be like, well, you can tell they're small times because in the E, they would have done this way.
Yeah.
Like that, I really hope.
I need to. It's apparently going on right now. We need to. I might need to check this out. They are live. They're live, pal.
Oh, really?
Speaking of which, we are live and approaching that 2-hour mark where we generally like to present our thoughtful question of the week. And I've got one ready. Derek hit us last week with one that's made us go, I actually got to think. And we ended up hitting on the exact same thing. So last week, Derek asked us, what is your favorite WrestleMania moment? And to keep that spirit of WrestleMania.
See, you already got the question wrong. It was the story buildup. Because we don't really have any story buildups right now. Not really. You know what I'm saying? And so it was
build to the moment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But we're gonna forego the build as the WWE is doing and say, what is your favorite single WrestleMania match?
Just random.
One match.
I can tell you exactly.
Let's do it. Start us off.
It's Shawn Michaels' second match at WrestleMania when he won the belt for the first time.
Okay.
Second match. Oh wait, the Stone Cold match?
Stone Cold?
No, I don't think he beat Stone Cold for the belt. I'm talking about.
Oh no, he lost.
When he went back-to-back Rumbles, the first one he lost. He faced, I believe, Kevin Nash or Diesel at the time. And then the second one, I think he beat Bret Hart for the Boyhood Dream. That one was
was that the Iron Man match? I thought that was.
Yes, that's the WrestleMania 13. No.
Yep. It should have been the Iron Man match.
Trained by his high school wrestling coach.
Jose Lothario.
Jose Lothario, the Boyhood Dream.
Yep. That was my favorite. That made me fall in love with wrestling.
That was one of my favorites back in the day, for sure.
My worst, I'm going to tell you what the worst one was.
Oh, my God.
Was Lex Luger losing and like nobody caring about him ever. I was like, oof. That
hands down, the worst Mania match is Goldberg versus Brock.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that.
That was
you made Marco sit up in his chair.
Yeah.
With Steve Austin as the referee.
Concussions.
Yeah,
concussions.
how do you put all that together? And
No. Screw all that. Triple H, Booker T. Let's talk about it.
All right. Well, yes, when you talk about the build and then how it ended, yes, absolutely.
And you people shouldn't have won, and you people didn't win.
Yeah. Man, there's so many for me, but the one that got me, like, I was a fan, but that got me like really understanding wrestling. Looking back, it's Bret Hart and Stone Cold. The I Quit match.
Widely regarded as possibly the greatest match of all time.
WrestleMania 13. I bought the VHS on that one. I was like,
that's not fair. Bret Hart's your favorite person, man.
Yes. And so now, if you want to know my least favorite, it's when that wasn't even, was it Mania? Yeah, it was when he lost to Yokozuna, and then Hulk Hogan came out and was like, "Oh, I'll take care of this."
And oh my God. Say that.
Fun fact. That popped me. I was the kid that Hulk Hogan was talking about. I was like, man, I don't know these two guys, because I had fallen off of watching WWE, and I was like, who's this big Asian man? And who's why is the tag team champ
this little guy?
No, I was like, why is the tag team champ out there without the guy with the goatee? And why are they fighting one-on-one? Like, I had missed that entire thing. And then I was like, oh, but wait, why is Hogan shaved? That's weird. Why is he so skinny? But I would have honestly said, if I was older and that match was for me, I would have said Andre versus Hogan or Macho versus Steamboat. But I was not old enough to appreciate the magnitude of both matches at the time. But my second runner-up match, and because of one of the individuals that's in it, I cannot regard it as the best, greatest match. I think the one that made me feel or reminded me as an adult in a room full of people that didn't like wrestling and they sat down and shut up after talking shit was The Rock and Hogan 19 in Toronto.
Yeah.
I remember, because I went to my boy's house and I gave him cash money. I said, order this pay-per-view, because he had the biggest TV in the neighborhood. Wow. And we had our friends over in there. You know, we were old enough, we were drinking, and they're like, yo, why are you watching this crap? I was like, look at this old man. And like within 2 minutes of that match, they were like, oh, like he's doing the thing. That like
that was more like Hogan had one more left in him.
I was like, oh, okay, that was like, you know, like in Major League when the dude ran to first base to beat out the thing, and it was like, oh, this is like,
breaks his leg on the way, crack it.
Yeah, like you could write him out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
all right, Corey, you told us your least. What's your favorite?
Hard. I'm probably gonna say the first ladder match.
Michaels and Razor
and Shawn.
Yep.
Yeah. If anybody picked any of Shawn's matches, I wouldn't even be mad. There's like 4 or 5 that are top for me, and that's definitely.
I would have said the ladder match at WrestleMania 10, but in my opinion, because we had a more involved Shawn Michaels, the SummerSlam one 2 years later was better.
Okay.
Because you had fully grown out mother Shawn.
That was SummerSlam. But yes,
I'll take it a step further. Same card, Owen versus Bret.
Ooh.
That's fantastic.
Classic.
That's a learned man's match. That's up there with Macho Man and Steamboat.
That's a smart man's match, and that was an opening match. Yeah.
He said enough is enough, and I am not a nugget.
Man, that's people say, like, you think if you weren't watching wrestling then, and you hear people talk about Owen now, and they're like, oh, Owen was so ahead of his time. Can you imagine what Owen would have done? And you're like, okay, they're just saying that because he's not here anymore. But you go back to that, and you're like, yo, he really was like that dude.
Owen was like that.
He was like that.
Well,
and
And
just imagining what like, man, Kurt Angle, Jericho, like all these potential matches, man. Oh my gosh, that just makes me so sad to think about like what we could have got.
Somebody, EV1 Cosplay made a good point. Shawn versus Ric Flair.
Yep. I love you. I'm sorry.
Yep. I love you. I'm sorry.
The Hell in the
Shawn
Cell, the
Undertaker.
Run back, him and Undertaker. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was Shawn Undertaker was a lot better than Shawn versus Ric Flair because Shawn carried Ric Flair.
Oh, Ric Flair was also like 750 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but also arguably, and you guys
might
wrestle
argue 23 more years.
No, but arguably, I think Hogan was in better shape than Flair was, which was 100%. Crazy.
Oh,
at the time,
Hogan for that 19.
Hogan was Hogan that night was 1980s Hogan.
It made you look at Hogan and go, well, I didn't think you could do it.
Because I literally was like, oh, nostalgia is gonna be dope, and then I was like, oh, this man did not rip his quad off.
And it's like, oh wow, not only this is the nostalgia here, but so is the match. Like, let's go.
The match was legitimately one of the best matches I've seen. I'm not even a Hogan fan, but
he was 40. He was 48 during that match. He was 48, and Rock was 29.
That is crazy to think that Hogan was only 48 years old.
I thought Hogan was 60 when he started wrestling.
How old is Randy right now?
He's about
Randy's like 45, 46, right?
He's maybe I don't know.
Yo, the 80s, 40s hit harder.
Yo, for real, bro.
Hey,
I thought he was in his 50s.
Randy is 46 now, and Hulk was 48 during that match.
I thought he was in his late 40s his entire WCW run.
Sidetrack. They were talking about the drug use that they used to have in the 80s as far as like recreational drugs. It was insane.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
But
like the way these guys play video games backstage and do TikToks, back then it was cocaine.
Yeah. They were talking about uppers to wake up in the morning, cocaine to get you through the match, and downers and beer, a rack of beer and downers to end the night.
Bro, just watch that Hogan Knows Best clip. And this was like arguably 25 years ago. Before he made was that no, that was after his that match when he was talking about like this, and they had the graphic, and it looked like an SNL skit because they kept getting convoluted, and it just like kept blocking.
It was just a list of they replaced this, they replaced this, they replaced this. I broke this, I did that.
If he would have said this is the only thing original in my body,
it would have worked. All right, Derek. Fearless leader, you get to pick. You want me to go first, or you want to go?
Kofi Mania. That's it.
You go.
Kofi
Mine.
No, I'm not racist. I know you. I am your friend. What are you wearing right now?
Because we're still in mourning, bro. We're in mourning.
Yes.
Tag team division.
Mourning the tag team division.
It's cooked, man.
I'm going a little bit outside thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in back-to-back years, and honestly, you could pick either one.
It's I Show Speed versus Logan Paul next year.
But I'm going to go part 2, and the second TLC.
Okay.
Dudley's, Hardy's, ENC.
Is that the one with they all had sidekicks for it?
Yes.
Like you could tell, like, oh, these guys are gonna die.
that was
like
the
poor Lita. It was Lita. It was Spike, and was it Rhino? No, it was the Edge and Christian guy.
Edge and Christian.
They had a second.
They didn't have a person out there with them, but they were part of Kurt Angle Team Wreck, which was Angle, Rhino, Edge, and Christian.
So that's the guys who would all drive together. They would all ride together, yeah.
But it was Rhino, right? They came out and took the bump, or like bumped both of those guys.
So the big bump in that match was the spear
off
on
the ladder,
Jeff
right?
as he's holding on to the title.
Yep.
Off the ladder through the title.
Yeah. Remember that
Great
one.
match.
And some will say that was the last time Jeff Hardy made actual smart decisions.
He made a lot of dumb decisions prior to that.
Since then, his brain got replaced with that of who's that TNA character, the black and white mask? Willow.
Willow. Wow.
But all right, go ahead.
All right,
so we can.
What you got?
So we can wrap up with Kofi Mania.
Single best WrestleMania match.
That to me, that matters to my heart.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Not just to your heart.
Okay.
The one that you think is the best WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it's still gonna be the same.
Derek, no lie.
Don't leave us in suspense.
You're the guy that asked for the specials at a restaurant and be like, "Yeah, I'll take the chicken tenders."
I'm getting the chicken tenders. The chicken tenders.
They got barbecue sauce. Let me get the barbecue sauce.
He's like, no, I don't need barbecue sauce. Do you all have ranch? Is it homemade? No, I need it in the bottle.
Nah, let me get that Hidden Valley. I got the Hidden Valley in the back.
Yo, the Hidden
I got it.
Not the Hidden Valley.
Let me get
that
guy.
All right, but go ahead and let them masses know.
But he'll ask questions like, is a beef locally sourced? About like the specials? It's like cool. Do you braise the carrots? All right, cool. So cool. Yeah, I'll have the chicken tenders.
Get the nuggets. Thanks.
I'll get the side of fries, or I have to order the fries separate.
Is it?
And can I get a second cup of ranch to dip my fries in?
Apparently,
I'm not watching live, but I'm watching the chat. The chat is cooking Tony Khan hard
because he's not going on there and saying
because
anything.
He's not answering anything, and so all they keep saying is, "Oh, he's dodging Britt Baker questions. He's dodging."
But what did you expect? Like, yo, he's not a wrestler in the early 2000s that needs.
He's also legitimately autistic, and I think he's owned up to that at this point. Yeah. He is autistic, and
I hate a live interview. Britt Baker talk. I'm like, oh man, where's Britt Baker? Like, y'all don't even watch. Like, get out of here. Like, I hate that. But yeah, they are constantly just bugging him about all these other people.
Yo, it's like if you get CM Punk back in the middle of his trial, be like, hey, so what do you think about what's it called? Colt Cabana. You think CM Punk is gonna be like, well, okay, cool. Everybody asked me that, but you seem like a cool guy. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, no.
For you, I'm gonna give you the answer. Like, what are you supposed to say? And if the answer is, yo, she doesn't want to be here, but she owed me some dates, so I'm gonna just hold on to this contract. Like, you don't want to hear that. So
yeah. Like, yo, didn't Van Fleet already interview him? What is Van Fleet missing that these two bumbling idiots are gonna get out of him?
Bro.
I just want to know if Marcos really just called him Van Fleet.
Yeah, whatever. Chris
Van cocaine for video games is wild work. What?
All right, so Derek, go ahead.
So now you got to actually tell what the match is.
Oh, y'all
even though we all know.
Okay.
Don't keep us in suspense. Come on.
So I got two. All right, let's just put it like that.
So this man is backpedaling.
Wait, how are there two? He only won once.
Now he wants a cheeseburger on the side.
Hold on.
He's gonna be when the New Day won the belt.
Y'all good. You gave him so much. You gave him so much. The New Day hasn't even. They only won one time at Mania. Last year.
The New Day as a whole has only won once. Yes. It definitely be Kofi Mania. Like, no bullshit.
I ain't mad at that.
Like I said, it's. I know it's crazy, right? Can you believe I said that?
I ain't mad at that.
But now is where we get. Not only are there fries with a side of ranch to dip the fries in,
he's gonna get.
Can I get some cheese and bacon on that shit too?
No. He's gonna get a chocolate shake.
Listen, I don't even like chocolate shakes. That's
he doesn't like chocolate.
Yeah. Okay. What's the one?
All right. So the other one would probably be the once in a lifetime Rock and Cena, just because for me that was the first pay-per-view or the first WrestleMania like I actually seen live. I actually like paid my parents to buy it and shit. Wow. And that was The Rock was like my childhood favorite wrestler, like, you know, big wrestler. Okay. And John Cena was
I the only one that was like low key shit and bricks when they announced it. I was like, what if this man slips on a banana peel? Yeah, like they got all these posters back when I was strictly a fan, and I thought that WWE was like, all right, we're gonna hedge all of our bets on this one match. Like we have the t-shirts,
Man,
we have the posters
to do that. Like that takes some guts. They would never do that today.
That's the grapefruits that Vince always talked about on TV about people. He showed them there. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, you would never do that today. Ain't no way. You can't even put Seth Rollins in a match 3 months from now.
Because
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
So many people now are injury prone. Like everybody
they're working less now and they're getting hurt more.
Exactly.
Bro,
look at it.
Yo,
look at the two,
this is
two
like
biggest
the
matches.
NBA.
Everybody in there is injury prone.
Yeah.
Freaking Cody popped this
anything could happen.
Before, like what, the day before a show, a couple weeks before the show, before pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Randy
they better keep
these
guys on ice for a little bit.
WWE is, I get it, is predetermined and everything, but Vince did the equivalent of tattooing Boston Celtics NBA champion on his forearm a year before the season, like when training camp opened. It's like, hey man, it's locked in, baby. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and put such and such as the MVP. It's like, dog, what? What are you doing?
I mean, yeah, that's one thing you could say about the old man. He's got them grapefruits. Because
and people are like, well, he's a businessman. He looked into that and looked at that. No, he sat and called them like, hey man, you gonna be healthy for the rest of the year? Yes, sir. I got you. Here's your payment up front. All right, appreciate you, Vince.
Nah, there was no payment up front. I doubt that, but maybe
you don't think he had to pay the Rock up front, especially that was box office Rock.
No, he said he guilted him like he probably does everybody else and said, you know what, you want to talk about what you owe to this business? You want to talk about all the guys that laid down before you? You want to talk about the traditions? Talk about what your grandfather would do and his father would do and blah blah blah. And he's like, all right. Okay.
Bro, but think about that. All that is one bad movie or a set of reshoots that you have to do, and that goes out the window.
No, because contractually, Rock locked that day.
No,
said,
that's a contract. Yeah, this is a contractual obligation. You better finish it up a couple weeks before.
And at the same time, if it did nothing else, it gave us the greatest Rock entrance music of them all, and that's that Hollywood Rock, where it's got the helicopter going over.
Helicopter, yeah.
And then it just
hits
that.
I thought that debuted when he came back with the leather vest. Did it debut during that
was the original run, and they brought it back for the leather vest.
They brought it back for that match. Okay, that's what it. Yeah.
Okay.
That was, man. Hollywood Rock was special.
When they hit that, it's cooking. I was like, oh shit, this is
it was so good.
Okay, I understand wrestling is wrestling and people are cool with each other. But when CM Punk said your bloated cousin. Yo.
But like, that's the thing,
did
man.
Somebody text The Rock, or you think CM Punk is like, The Rock is a pro? He understands.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure that The Rock is probably like,
it's good
shit.
The
Rock is probably sitting there and they're like, this mother, I'm gonna get him for that later.
Oh yeah,
but he got to do. What it is. He might come in for a promo. That's why they didn't add the other 3 matches. The Rock said, "Hey, you know what?" He called Ari like, "I just booked my plane."
Right. So how about this? After let's say he goes 45 with Roman, and then I come out and I just slap the taste out of his mouth. Just give him a good one, and then the show goes off. That's it.
But it's like, but Dwayne, he wins the match. I thought you knew. It's like, yeah, it don't matter.
No,
but are you gonna tease it for next? He's like, nah, I just want to slap him and go off the air and just not say anything. And then get this. When I'm doing Moana live action promo, I could be like, yes, the final boss character, which is different than Dwayne The Rock Johnson, had a problem storyline wise with Phillip Brooks. So I went out there and gave him what in wrestling is called a receipt. And everybody, that is the last moment of Bumps and Bruises podcast.
This man had to throw the receipt out
The
at
receipt.
We
man, that's
thank you guys for joining us. I want to
the
thank
word of the day. It's like
for the
on Pee-wee's
viewership.
Playhouse.
This man knows he's getting away with it as we fade to black because the receipt has been thrown around and it has been bugging the hell out of me.
Thank you,
it's the word of the
everybody.
day.
If you have reimbursements or if you have something that you need to give somebody afterwards, remember, stay classy and always keep your receipts. We'll check you out next week. Thank you guys for joining us.